Hey, what's going on? JD here, and I have a quick unboxing for you. I'm pretty excited for this one because we've been doing ice baths on this channel for quite a while now as part of our training routine. We've been using the classic tub from Coldture, and we've just been freezing ice outside or grabbing bags of ice from the convenience store, throwing them in, and taking cold plunges after our rides. But the problem is, summer is coming, so it is getting a little bit warmer, and freezing ice outside isn't going to be that easy. So we have a great solution. Thanks to my friends here at Coldture, they have sent us an ice bath chiller. So what that means is, in conjunction with the classic tub, we can now chill the water to a frosty 3 degrees Celsius or 37 degrees Fahrenheit without ice. So first thing you're going to notice after pulling this out of the box is that it is heavy duty. It has a powder coated aluminum casing with the Coldture logo on the front, and it has a nice LCD screen on top with push controls. Overall, solid looking piece of kit. The unit has a breaker on the side that can be tested on a regular basis for safety. And on the other side, we have an inlet and outlet for the water supply, as well as the filtration system to help keep your tub water nice and clean. The unit has casters on the bottom, so utilizing the handles and the casters, you can move it around quite easily. And on the back side, you will find an industrial fan that will help move the heat out of the water. Inside, one of the first things you'll find is an operation guide, how to test to see the breakers working, and recommendations for use with a grounded plug. You will also find inside a water filter, a wrench, as well as some fittings and water flow filters, and a wide variety of O-rings to set things up. Also included are 2 hoses. So what we're going to do is set things up. Of the 3 different washers, we're going to use the flat, and we're going to start with the water out. We're going to use 2 flat washers and insert those inside. Once we have both the flat washers inside the outlet, which is marked red, what we're going to do is we are going to take one of the valves and we're going to use the bigger rounded silicone washer and insert that over the end. Then it's simply a matter of screwing it into the tub. I recommend that you just actually hand tighten this. Don't use any tools. That way you are not going to over tighten. Just make sure it is on there nice and firm. From there, what we're simply going to do is we are going to move to the water in the green labeled outlet. We're going to take the plug that we had in there before when we were just using the bath alone, but now we're going to do the same process. We're going to utilize the flat washers. We're going to throw 2 of them in there, and then we're going to throw the O-ring over the end of the valve, and then we're going to screw it again by hand. I don't recommend using any tools here. That way you don't run the risk of over tightening. From here, we're going to grab one of the supplied hoses and attach it to the end of the valve. Before we attach it, though, we're just going to make sure that there is an O-ring in there. If not, put one in, and we're going to tighten that down. We're going to utilize the side with the 90-degree bend. We're going to duplicate that process with the outlet valve. Again, attaching the hose. Just to note, these hoses are very heavy duty and the couplings are well machined. So when we do fill the tub, you will have to check for leaks once you fill the tub, but I had absolutely 0 issues. So with the unit, they send a filter that filters particles larger than 20 microns. That will help keep your water that much cleaner. So all you're going to do here is fill up the container with water. That way, when you turn on the system, it's a little bit primed, and you're just going to screw that into the unit. You want to make sure that it is as centered as possible to make this process a little bit easier. It can be just a little bit out of alignment, but once you've got it centered, it should attach quite easily. With that all set up, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this plug that was here for shipping on the inlet valve, and then we are going to take one of the little basket filters. There is two provided, and attach that to the inlet. That's just going to, again, take out some larger particles. And then there is this casing that's going to go over top. So we're just going to attach the housing here. Again, I just hand tighten it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the inlet hose, which is clearly marked on the back of the tub with the red circle. Makes it so easy that they're color coordinated like this. There is zero risk of making mistakes. Again, I check the hose just to make sure that there is a silicone gasket there, because we don't want any leaks once this is turned on. Now it's just a matter of grabbing the other hose and removing the cap from the outlet. So the green one, again, green to green, red to red. It is so simple. You're not going to mess this up. So we're just going to take that cap off and attach the hose. Again, just before you do that, make sure that there are gaskets on the hose. That way you don't have any leaks. And I'm just going to tell you, by the time I was done this, there was zero leaks, zero drips, anything like that. It went without a hitch. It just says good materials, good gaskets. So with everything set up, now it's time basically to fill the tub and get things ready for your plunging. Once it's plugged in and the breaker's tested, it's time to turn things on. Pretty simple, just turn on the power. The controls on the front, you can move the temperature up and down. Very, very simple. The display is very clear. It shows what the water temperature is currently and what it's been sent to, as well as how much volume of water is moving. And if we take a look inside the tub, you can see the cold water is just pouring in there. Makes it so much simpler. The fact that this device also has a Wi-Fi app so you can control it remotely makes it really simple to use. I can make adjustments, turn the power on to the unit, and get the water ready for the moment that I get off the bike, or if I'm out on a long ride, same thing. Overall, absolutely fantastic. So I'm really excited to have this unit in the studio. It's going to make taking an ice bath that much easier during the summer months, probably when I need it the most. No running out to grab bags of ice because I can't make enough in my freezer. So I'm excited to keep this as part of my daily routine. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so you get notifications. And until next time, see ya.